Hi, beautiful souls watching this. My name is Alice, and from the depths of my broken but healing heart, I thank you for being here. This moment, this video, is me tearing open wounds I've carried for decades. It's raw, it's agonizing, like reliving a nightmare I barely escaped. But I'm sharing it for me, for the woman I lost, for survivors trapped in darkness, and for anyone who needs to hear this truth. I'm begging you, stay with me, hear my story, and if it touches you, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support gives voice to someone like me who's fought so hard to be heard. This is my story. I survived domestic violence for 24 years. 24 years, a lifetime of tears, fear, and shattered dreams. It's waking each morning wondering if today will bring peace or pain, love or rage. If you're trapped in a similar hell, you're not invisible. Your pain matters. And if you're safe, please listen. This could help you see someone else's silent suffering. Let's go back to the beginning, when my heart was full of light. I was 22, fresh out of college, my spirit alive with dreams. I wanted to be a teacher, to inspire young minds with kindness and wonder. The world was a canvas waiting for my colours. That's when I met Mark. He was older, with a smile that melted me, and eyes that seemed to hold my future. We met in a cozy bookstore, both reaching for the same tattered poetry book. Great minds, he said with a wink, and my heart fluttered. It felt like destiny. Our love bloomed like a fairy tale. Picnics under cherry blossoms, late night talks about our dreams, his promises wrapping me in warmth. He called me his forever, said I was his missing piece. I was head over heels, believing every vow. My family adored him. My friends envied our spark. We married by a quiet lakeside, autumn leaves falling like blessings. In my ivory gown I whispered, for better or worse. That word, worse, became my cage, a shadow I couldn't escape. The cracks came softly, like whispers of doubt. Early in our marriage, I planned a weekend with old friends, just to laugh and reconnect. Mark's eyes turned cold. Why do you need them when you have me? He said, his voice sharp with something I mistook for love. Guilt twisted my heart. I cancelled, thinking I was keeping the peace. That was the first surrender, the moment I began fading away. The emotional abuse crept in like poison, stealing my soul piece by piece. When our daughter Lily arrived, a tiny miracle with my eyes and a giggle like sunlight, Mark changed. His advice turned cruel. You're a mess, he'd sneer, eyeing my tired post-baby body. Can't you do anything right? His silent treatments were torture, days of icy glares, leaving me wandering our home like a ghost, begging for a word. I'd sob into Lily's blanket at night, my heart breaking with questions. Where's the man I loved? What did I do wrong? Sorrow became my shadow, a crushing weight on my chest. One stormy night, after he screamed about a ruined dinner, I collapsed on the kitchen floor, tears mixing with spilled stew. The kids, Lily and newborn Alex, slept upstairs, unaware of their mother's despair. Why me? I whispered to the darkness. Why can't I fix us? Shame choked me. I couldn't face my family. They'd see me as weak, a failure who couldn't save her marriage. The physical violence started soon after, shattering my illusions. We argued over money. I'd bought Lily new shoes without asking. His hand shot out, shoving me against the fridge. Pain seared my spine. I crumpled, breathless. The next day, he was on his knees, tears streaming. I didn't mean it, Alice. You're my everything. His apologies were a lifeline I clung to, desperate for the man I'd married. The cycle began, sweet promises, rising tension, violent outbursts, repeat. Each blow carved deeper, leaving scars no one could see. Years later, we had 3 children, Sophie our youngest, with curls that danced like hope. But home was a battlefield. Mark controlled everything, my phone, my emails, my every breath. "Who's this texting you?" he'd roar, twisting innocent words into betrayal. A smile at a neighbour sparked hours of accusations. Friends faded. Family visits stopped. I was a bird in a cage, wings clipped, my world shrinking to 4 walls, where love and fear fought endlessly. The violence grew fiercer, painting my body with bruises and my heart with despair. Black eyes hidden under makeup, broken ribs dismissed as clumsy falls. One night, after he slapped me for disrespect, I hid in the closet, blood dripping from my lip, muffling sobs so the kids wouldn't hear. Lily, so young, found me. "Mommy, why does Daddy hurt you?" she whispered, her arms around me. Her words were a dagger, twisting with the truth that my children were drowning in this pain. The sorrow was unbearable. My babies, scarred by a nightmare I couldn't stop. When Mark lost his job, the darkness deepened. Alcohol fueled his rage, turning nights into terror. Smashed dishes, fists flying, my screams muffled to shield the kids. One night he pinned me down, his breath reeking, his words venomous. I felt my soul breaking, hopelessness drowning me. "God, take me away," I prayed, curled up in the bathroom, shaking. Leaving felt impossible, no money, no skills, his threats echoing. "You'll lose the kids, Alice. You're nothing without me." Yet, in that abyss, my children were my light. Lily's fierce hugs, Alex's crayon drawings of happy families, Sophie's bedtime stories where heroines won. They kept my heart beating. I stole moments of freedom volunteering at the library, where I met Sarah, a kind soul who saw my truth. "Alice, those bruises aren't from accidents," she said softly one day. Her words pierced my walls, but shame held me back. I wasn't ready to face it. The years dragged on, each heavier with grief. As the kids grew into teens, their eyes mirrored my pain. Lily confronted me one rainy night. "Mom, we see it, we hear it. You have to leave." Her tears fell with mine, her courage sparking fire in my broken heart. Alex's anger spilled into fights at school. Sophie's laughter faded into silence. My soul wept for their stolen childhoods, the love I'd failed to show them. The breaking point came on our 24th anniversary, a day meant for love but drowned in agony. Mark planned a romantic dinner, but his jealousy flared over a glance at the waiter. At home, his rage exploded. He grabbed my throat, squeezing until my vision blurred. Time froze, memories flashed. My college dreams, my baby's first smiles, the woman I'd lost. Gasping, fighting for air, a primal scream rose inside. "No more!" In that moment, I chose life for me, for my kids. The next morning, as he slept off his drunken haze, I stared at my reflection. Bruises like dark blooms, eyes hollow with grief. Tears fell for the dreams crushed, the love betrayed, the years stolen. But beneath the sorrow, a fire grew. I called Sarah, my voice breaking. "I can't do this anymore." She was there in an hour, her embrace a lifeline. We planned in secret, hidden bags, copied documents, photos of my injuries on a burner phone she gave me. Leaving was a storm of fear and freedom. One rain-soaked night, I gathered Lily, Alex, and Sophie, their faces pale but brave. We fled to a shelter, hearts pounding, tears falling as we drove into the unknown. Mark's furious calls lit up my phone, but we were gone. The legal fight was brutal. Divorce filings, custody battles where he painted me as unhinged. But truth won, medical records, neighbours' accounts of my screams, the kids' brave words. We broke free, though the scars lingered like ghosts. Now, at 46, I'm rebuilding from ashes. I work at the library, surrounded by stories of hope, chasing the teacher I always wanted to be. Therapy is my sanctuary, where I unravel decades of pain, sobbing for the girl I was, but growing into the woman I'm becoming. My kids are my heart. Lily studies social work, determined to heal others. Alex pours his pain into poetry. Sophie's laughter is returning, bright as dawn. We're healing stitch by stitch, our love stronger than ever. And then a miracle I never dared dream of. Love found me again. After the divorce, I met James, a gentle man with a warm smile and a heart full of kindness. He's a teacher too, someone who sees my scars and loves me not despite them, but because they show my strength. He holds my hand through nightmares, celebrates my small victories, and loves my kids like his own. With James, I'm learning that love can be safe, that it can lift you up instead of tearing you down. He's my partner, my safe harbour, proof that light can follow even the darkest storms. The sorrow lingers, a quiet ache. Nightmares. Wake me! Memories of Mark's hands, his rage. Trust is fragile, even with James's patience. I mourn the young Alice, her dreams buried under fear. But I've learned, abuse isn't love, it's a thief of the soul. Strength isn't enduring, it's rising, reclaiming your voice, choosing to live, and sometimes it's daring to love again. I'm pleading with you, my beautiful viewers, if this story breaks your heart or lights a spark, please hit that like button, leave a comment and subscribe. Share my journey, let it reach someone who needs it. Your support gives survivors like me the strength to keep speaking. Comment below, share your thoughts, your stories. Let's hold space for each other. You're not alone, you're stronger than you know. You can survive.